Now I'm going to show you how to compile SPARTA on RIvanna, and the process is pretty similar to what we did before. And I'm going to be doing it through FastX this time, and you'll see that the command line is a little bit slow to respond, which is what I meant earlier when I said sometimes SSH is the best way to get on RIvanna, then general FastX should be okay as well. So the first thing to do is to choose where you're going to want to put the files when you're finished. So I'm just going to make a temporary directory here. But when you do it yourself, you might want to choose somewhere else. So for example, you might want to put it inside your documents or just on your desktop. I'll just make a directory called temp. I'll go inside the directory. And then just like before, we have to copy the files over from GitHub. So I'll take this time to show you another directory on RIvanna that's called Scratch. And Scratch is a temporary storage location, but I looked up on the RIvanna website the difference between Scratch and Home, and in addition to being temporary, Scratch is also supposed to be a little bit faster when you run a batch script. So when I finish compiling SPARTA, I'm going to move it into Scratch. So to get to Scratch, you do cd/scratch, and then your computing ID. So we'll just leave that there for now. Alright, so we go into the SPARTA directory and into source. And before we compile, we have to load OpenMPI. So the way you find a module on RIvanna is you type in module spider and then the name. So we're looking for OpenMPI. Here it says we have OpenMPI 3.1.4 and 3.1.6. For more detailed information, it says use module's full name. For example, module spider OpenMPI/3.1.6. So I'm going to do that. Oops. And it says you will need to load all modules on any one of the lines below before OpenMPI is available to load. So we also have to load GCC 9.2.0. Okay, so we do that by typing in module load GCC/9.2.0 and then OpenMPI 3.1.6. And now we can do the same make process that we did before. Type make. We're going to do MPI, and in a previous video I mentioned the 64-bit flag. It turns out that this option automatically uses that, if you were wondering. So we can do make -j MPI. And then we could run SPARTA the way that I showed you before, with the executable SPA-MPI inside of the source. But because it does say that Scratch is a little bit faster for running batch jobs, we can also just copy it over here. So here you can see this is Scratch. This is everybody's computing ID in it. You want to make sure you're inside of your Scratch. It's not inside of mine. It's my computing ID. I just type in copy, and then the location of where SPA-MPI is right now. So it's in my home directory, and it's in temp, source, SPARTA, called SPA MPI, and we're copying it right here. So now SPA MPI is here, and if we wanted to run an example file, which I'll do in the next video, we can do it inside of Scratch and then copy the files back over into our home directory for permanent storage.